Welcome to Simply Happy, a show where you'll be learning how to shift to a more positive perspective in easy to manage steps. Who am I? My name's Olivia. I'm a mother, a wife, the driven woman behind SimplyOli.com, and someone who ditched depression and bipolar disorder through mastering my mindset and emotions. So let's chat about some tips that have helped transform my life, because life doesn't need to look perfect to be happy. Hey there, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Happy. It is your girl, Olivia from SimplyOli.com, coming at you with the street smarts of mental health. Now, I just have to start off by saying this might be one of the weirdest episodes I've recorded, not because of what you're going to hear at all, but because of the fact that I am currently sitting on a toilet, not doing what you think I'm doing, but I got rid of my closet office and I don't want to wake my kids. So I have shut myself in a bathroom and a toilet is now my chair. And that's just where I'm at in life, and that's okay. So if you want to see weird stuff like this and not just hear about it, I highly recommend going and following me on Instagram at @TheRealSimplyOli. Because and this literally, I shared a video clip of this. If you go to my profile and you go to the podcast tab or the highlight or whatever that is, go just watch that glory because it's just ridiculous. Anyway, today's episode is all about finding opportunity in failure. And I'm going to share a really specific example because it stands out to me so much, and it's actually about my new book that's now out called Back to Happy. So I'm going to dive into that, and I just want to do a real quick reminder. If you want to leave a review on my podcast or others, please, I encourage you to do so. And also, if you listen on iTunes, subscribe because it notifies you when new videos go up. Gosh, I mix up vlogging and podcasting so much. It lets you know when new podcast episodes are live. That's what's up. Anyway, let's get to this because I'm tripping already. So, how the book Back to Happy actually started was not with the intention of it being a book. I had no plans of it being a book. That was just not what I had thought of originally. So how it started was I decided I wanted to build out 4 online courses. So the 4 courses we're going to walk you through, like self-love, gratitude, willpower, and conquering fears. And that way, you could either do them all and there would be you could buy them all together and there would be a bonus PDF, of how they all related, or you could buy them individually depending on what you were struggling with. So I spent 2 weeks with no kids, banged out all the content for these courses. They were going to be delivered via email, all the jazz. It was going to be awesome. I was super stoked. And literally in 2 weeks, wrote all of them, got them lined up in my email service provider thing, and then designed the web pages, got everything set up. Everything was good to go, and I launched it. And this was the first time where I just really believed wholeheartedly on it. Well, it was actually the first time I had put out paid self-help advice. So that was it was nerve-wracking, but I was so confident in the material that I had created. So I launched it, was promoting it, just talking about it, super stoked. Nobody bought it. I had a couple of people ask me some questions, but nobody bought it. Not a single person. And, and for a minute I was like, oh, dang, that's a bummer. I really do believe in this content and I don't know. So, at that point I really realized I have 2 options. I can just sit and wait and hope for the best and see if somebody maybe eventually buys, one of these courses, or I don't know, explore possibly a different avenue. And I don't know why I decided to ask, but I decided to do a poll on Instagram. And I said, hey, do you guys like physical workbooks or do you like online courses? Because it was something, those were two things that I had personally been exploring. And actually, I was going more the book route than the course route. Well, it turns out everybody was really digging books more than online courses. So instead of sitting there and feeling defeated and just giving up on this project I had just spent so much time on, I decided before, I'm not going to just let this go yet. Let me explore some other avenues. Let me just stop, take a breath, not take this personally, and see if there's any other direction to go with this, and not just immediately stamp it as a failure. And, I did that, and I was like, okay, so let me just take these courses, let me put them all in a Word doc and just see how long it is. See if it's something that's worth, claiming as maybe a book. Obviously I'd have to smooth it out. Obviously I'd have to make things flow a little better. But I was just like, let me just see. And turns out I had wrote, an almost 130-page book, and I had no idea. So I made the decision, there was the option to leave my courses up, but I kind of had this realization. I'm like, nobody's buying the courses. I think I'm just going to take them down. And so I took the courses down, put it all into a book and started fleshing it out, started smoothing it out, started designing the book itself, and decided I wanted to launch it pretty quickly, because with our, we have a big move coming up and all of these things. And so I just was like, I want to get this baby out into the world. And can I just tell you, it blows my mind, because the book has been out for a month, and, and it may not seem like a big number to some, and it honestly feels like a big number to me, but I've sold 30 books. 30 books. I didn't sell a single online course, and I sold 30 books this month. I sold nearly, actually a majority of those in the beginning of the month. It's just wild. Could you imagine if I had just gone, nope, this is a failure. I'm not meant for this. I'm not cut out for this. I might as well just give up on this dream. Nobody wants my advice. Nobody wants my help. Nobody believes in me. Nobody thinks that I'm going to be able to help them. Can you imagine? Sometimes we give up on ourselves so quickly. It's wild. We just give up on pursuing something. And yeah, it's been something I've actually been stewing on a lot lately, and I'll have a different podcast episode dedicated to the idea of success. And I don't just mean financially, but I mean, success in personal growth, success in career, success in finance, success in relationships, all these things. And the guilt that can be associated with it. Regardless, like I said, another episode, but I've just been really reflecting on that a lot. And I have no idea where I was going with this point. I just totally lost it. But yeah, it's, that's where I was going. Okay. So basically it's that, I think what is ultimately leading to my success, and honestly, watching my husband, seeing his success in life, it's just been this pursuit of passion, this pursuit of what we both love, and knowing that there are going to be moments that look like failures. There are going to be moments that knock you down. There are going to be moments that get really tough, tough to where, it's like, maybe I should give up. Maybe I should go a different route because this doesn't seem to be working out. This is a really big struggle. And I feel like, we're finally seeing a really beautiful payoff for just perseverance of things that we love, not settling, not giving up, not, throwing ourselves down, and just deeming things as failures, but just stopping, not taking it personally, and just going, what are my freaking options right now? I put work into something, I put care, I put heart into it. I can let that go, or I can, really sit down and try to not detach yourself, but just view it as like a third party. Like I said, like that's kind of what I did with the poll. It was me going, okay, this isn't selling. I don't know why it's not selling, but, what are the formats that this kind of help comes in? And I see a lot of it being online and a lot of it being in books. And so maybe I can ask people, maybe let me go outside of myself. I thought I knew what was best. And it just didn't work out that way. And maybe there will be something better suited for digital courses in the future. But as for right now, like, how can I keep my dream alive? How can I keep pursuing something I love and keep believing in myself without giving up on it entirely? Like, how do I make that happen? And I think sometimes we get so caught up in a panic and so caught up in the overwhelm of something not working, or even something just not working quickly, that we get bogged down and we just like lose it. We can't just take a step back, take a deep breath and go like, whoa, okay, let me see if I can come at this from a different angle, from a different perspective. We just get so wrapped up in it. So the next time you have something that pops up looking like a failure, assess it. Like, do you really need to let that thing go? And maybe you do. Maybe you do want to mark it as a failure and say, here are the lessons I learned. Let me take those with me moving forward. Because there are definitely things that we've had in our lives that have, and it's still weird to mark it as a failure, but they were just paths that didn't pan out. And we just learned really valuable lessons and walked away with them. And we can take those lessons into future endeavors. So, yeah, do you need to let go of it? Like, do you really need to? Or is there a different avenue? Is there another opportunity? Because most likely there are more opportunities. That one might just not have been the one. So I think that's really all I want to say on this one. I don't want to drag it out too much, but that's just a personal story I felt like was a perfect example to share. So yeah, coming at you from a toilet. Awesome opportunity. See? Closet office went down. Not a failure. I've got a toilet. I've got a door on that room. I gotta stop talking about the toilet. Anyway, yes. So that's what's up. Yeah, that's it. I hope you, like I said, hope you take time to subscribe, leave a review for not just me, but other podcasters you listen to. Take a look at the shop. I'm going to be adding, I don't know if it'll be up yet, but I am going to be adding another hotline type avenue. So right now, if you ever need to do like quick coaching, or you need some motivation, or you need another perspective, and you're not looking to like dive into like therapy or anything, I have a hotline that's like an hour-long phone call. I have email coaching that's just like one-on-one. And then I'm going to open up a texting option soon. So basically you'd pay for a week's worth of texting, unlimited texting, and I would respond, at least once or twice a day. Obviously, I'll respond as much as I possibly can, but I have children and things, so yes. Anyway, I'm really excited to launch that. And this is random, but if you're, looking to do some holiday shopping, I've got jewelry in the shop at SimplyOli.com, or you can just go straight to shop.SimplyOli.com if you're looking specifically for jewelry. And do it early. Do it early. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'm going to stop rambling. Anyway, I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening. As always, you keep staying simply awesome. I'll keep staying Simply Oli, and I'll chat with you on the next pod. Bye.